sinon, tu veux regarder un peu les choses.
Se davvero mi liberi, senti la
Because everything started when I founded the club 17 years ago. 17 years ago I founded 4 clubs. Scobolo, Alligator, Bug. No, the name is one tribe, but it's Bug. Alligator is the name. Jokers don't exist anymore since this year, and CUSB already existing. These 4 clubs from 2010 until now are growing. In Bologna there are actually 700 players. One-third women and two-thirds men.
all'improvviso, eccoti qua. La testa gira.
Every club has the same structure they told you, no? The club take care of some school, and we teach the under 20 to coach the middle school, and the university to coach the university people like you are to coach the high school after school program. We invented a system that you have the coach.
Yeah.
And when I was 25, I was coaching Pingu
Okay.
and Gaia Pancotti.
I'm Gaia, but everybody know me like Poppy because it's my nickname. I played Ultimate since 2015, and with Shout I played since.
We had an amazing long chat with Gaia. Unfortunately, the lively buzz of a Bologna cafe made recording tricky. So here's a summary of her key insights. Regarding Shout's season, they have an off-season in November and December, and they dive back in with full intensity in January. Their weekly routine includes 2 ultimate Frisbee practices and 2 mandatory fitness training sessions. The entire team has to fully commit. This year, they've booked in an external coach, Federico Carracini, a fitness trainer and a mental coach. This comprehensive approach highlights their dedication to excellence both on and off the field.
On s'est rendu compte que c'était pas juste une équipe indépendante, ça faisait partie tout d'un système, etc. Donc un système par rapport au recrutement.
Ouais, on a vu déjà qu'il y avait 3 équipes, donc les filles elles rentrent dans l'équipe 3 où elles sont débutantes. Et puis ensuite, quand celles qui ont du potentiel ou qui évoluent, elles peuvent passer avec Chitas en équipe 2. Et Chitas, ensuite, les meilleures joueuses de Chitas, elles peuvent atteindre Shouts, qui est l'équipe, on va dire, un peu élite.
En fait, ils tiennent vraiment à sculpter leurs joueurs par rapport à leur vision des choses. Puis par rapport à leur vision, ils ont créé un book. Donc quand ils forment tous leurs coachs, parce que ça c'est abusé, là, ils ont tellement de coachs. Ils vont les recruter dès le lycée, etc. pour les former selon leur vision, selon leurs principes, comme ça que tout le monde avance dans la même direction.
Et puis c'est cool qu'ils aient réussi à mettre en place comme ça un système où ceux qui sont à l'université, ils coachent les lycéens ou les collégiens.
Ouais, ça les responsabilise de fou. Puis je pense que ça leur permet de les garder justement dans le système, que tu as une responsabilité.
Je pense aussi que c'est bien parce que ça crée du lien. Ça permet de dire, ok, lui c'est le meilleur joueur d'Europe, il est dans les 50 meilleurs joueurs d'Europe, et en même temps, je le connais, c'est le coach. Donc en fait, c'est quelqu'un qui est accessible, entre guillemets. Si je me donne les moyens, si je m'entraîne dur, arriver peut-être à jouer dans l'équipe dans laquelle il joue. C'est-à-dire que du coup, les capitaines qu'on a vus quand on a discuté avec Gaïa, c'est elle qui va coacher l'équipe 2 et je pense que c'est un modèle aussi pour ces filles.
what makes Shout so unique? Maybe in the way to train or the way you play in your game.
Yeah, I think was really difficult to be part of the Olympus of Ultimate at the beginning. So I remember the first year with the Shout, we were not so good, and we were not an experienced team. So we made a big step during 2015-2016 season, and we started winning. And then we had this. It's really difficult, but we have this experience of winning, and we keep practicing with this feeling of winning inside us. So I was in the leadership in the year before, and I really love to make this speech at the beginning of the season, and also after some big wins, to try to remember the feeling of that moment, and to try to feel that feeling every time you practice and every time you play a game with the Shout jersey on. So you are playing for Shout, that is something bigger than me and my teammates. It's something over us, and so when you play with that shirt, with that jersey, you are also bringing to the field all this year of big, great job, and so I think it's this way of trying to keep in mind the winning feeling, and so at the end is a wheel, and it's keep going. I don't know how to say.
What is your main motivation?
Mine, personal one.
Yes.
In BFD is that the thing go ahead without me anymore. But not because I'm a priest, because a good system is able to recycling himself, include me. And this is why this year they are not going so well, but they are growing, because not for me, because my goal is this one, because otherwise you cannot be successful for years. The other goal for me is to bring Italy to World Game. Is my madness.
Do you think the team will keep on performing over the year? How do you organize your recycling? How, Davide will say.
Okay, the changing of players or leadership?
The changing of player. Do you think the team will keep on performing like this with the people getting older? Is there some new player coming in the team?
Yeah. This year we have some. Also, I think 2022 was the last year with some players, so it was a turnover year, I don't know how to say. So a lot of new players from the young team came to Shout, and also this year we are having some new players, really young. We're trying to take them when they are younger than the other years, and it's not easy, obviously, because when you are really heterogeneous, it's not easy to be a team. But it's also nice because everyone can bring something new, and I'm really happy when I can play with a new teammate. It's a really exciting moment. So I think it's a gift that Davide gave to BFD, and also this gift arrived into Gaia's mind and the other BFD leader. And I also think that Shout is not a team built on some players, and this I think is also a strength for us.
Ce qui nous a surpris en fait, c'est
elles savent qu'elles sont pas éternelles, c'est un peu que tu veux dire. Elles savent que leur place, elles peuvent être les meilleures joueuses de l'équipe actuellement, mais elles savent que c'est temporaire, et elles savent aussi que il y aura des joueuses qui vont arriver, qui vont prendre la place, et qu'elles n'auront pas toujours le rôle qu'elles ont actuellement, et elles ont toutes l'air plutôt ok avec ce principe. Elles l'acceptent assez bien parce que c'est assez clair, c'est sur le papier, et tout le monde le sait, je dirais.
Ouais, je pense que c'est vraiment un point qui nous différencie par rapport à elles, les joueuses en France. C'est parce qu'elles, elles ont une constante relève en fait, vraiment. Puis je sais pas si c'est un rapport, mais j'ai l'impression, en tout cas, du point de vue de Davidé, un athlète va comment dire, être à son top en 7 ans, mais après tu vois que son niveau est en déclin, etc. Je sais pas si il arrive à véhiculer cette théorie-là auprès de tous les coachs qui forment lui-même, puis ensuite que les coachs véhiculent auprès des joueuses, mais ça expliquerait peut-être pourquoi les joueuses elles sont aussi intenses. Elles vont 2 fois par semaine au gym, elles ont 2 à 3 entraînements, même en équipe 3. Enfin, c'est quand même fou là comme intensité là. Donc tu fais ça pendant 5 ans, tu arrives à ton top niveau, c'est parfait. Puis là il te reste peut-être 2 ans pour atteindre tes objectifs et tout, mais tu sais qu'après ça, ben, normalement t'es censé être en déclin. C'est un peu fataliste je trouve comme idée, mais...
Oui, t'atteins le haut niveau de performance et je trouve que ça fait un peu plus athlète de haut niveau que ce qu'on peut connaître nous en France.
These are the statistics that we take in all training.
In all training.
Yeah, we have one person dedicated that is a old guy that Davide know, and it was the first professor that I work with. I start to work with him, and so we have the 2 teams, and what we are do. So, for example, exercise and then the games, and then we take assist, goal, defense, wrong throw in front of the end zone. So when it's red, it means that you made a mistake in front of the end zone. And also the P is that a drop. So when you drop a disc, and it is also PT if you drop a disc into the goal. When we can, we also take the disc touches. I think that the disc touches is the most important thing because I can have 3L, but if I don't know how many discs I have touches,
Yes, true.
it's not really exactly.
Is it hard for you to be watched all the time during the practices? Or?
Yeah, sometimes yes, because in my mind, and I think also in some other players' mind, like practice is always a moment where you can like try something new and try to practice. Actually, it's called practice, so you can also practice new things. And so the thing that is helping me a lot is like trying to divide the season into periods. So there is like off season or the winter period or the early season that is like a moment in which you can try. So for me and also for the team, it's okay to see like some mistakes, some L, so some like throwaways or some like drops or something new. While maybe during like the season, the real season, so maybe from April to May and June and then the summer, is like the hot moment. So it's really helpful to have like something that you can check, and you can also check if like the feeling that you had about the practice is the same as like something that is really real, like a statistic. So it's like a double. Sometimes it's really difficult to think, okay, I'm watched by the coaches and by the staff.
L'équipe est super bien structurée. Les coachs ils font un taf d'analyse de malade là. Ils vont même jusqu'à regarder les adversaires avant les tournois, prendre des statistiques des équipes d'en face, etc. pour savoir quel match-up va aller. C'est abusé. En tout cas, moi j'ai rarement vu ce modèle de coaching chez nous. C'est vraiment poussé statistiques, etc. Puis ensuite, les capitaines, elles ont aussi leur rôle, appeler les stratégies, etc. au moment de la game, fédérer l'équipe. Puis les joueuses, elles avancent toutes dans la même direction, elles ont le même objectif. Eux, là, c'est la performance.
So we are not a team built on superstars, on maybe few really good players, but we are sharing the power into the more players is better for us. So yeah, obviously we have some experienced player, we have some old players, young players, that's for sure. But it's also a team built into like a lot of players. So when someone stops playing, it's like, yeah, we are gonna miss you as teammate, we are gonna miss you as player, but we know that the team was not built on you. Nobody is like so important that we cannot live without. So if like the commitment is not okay, or if the level is not okay, the okay is decided by the leadership usually. So the thing is that every year you are pushed to do like your best because you know that you are not unique.